Hi everyone, it's Sarafina with Make Up Your Life. It is officially fall in Chicago, which means I have pulled out the comfy sweater and all the dark and cool lipsticks. So today will be my top 10 favorite lipsticks for fall. If you're interested, keep on watching. Alright, so I know this is a top 10 video, but I have 13. Don't sue me. Let's just get right into it. So my first favorite color for fall is this Hard Candy Velvet Mousse Matte Lip Color in the shade Dahlia. This is slightly new to me, but I've been obsessed with it lately because it's such a nice like wine berry-ish shade, and it brings out all the great colors in the clothing for fall and in my favorite plaids. So yeah, as you can see, it kind of has like chocolate undertones, berry, red, purpley undertones, and together it just makes a really beautiful shade. The formula is also really good. It stays on your lips all day and it doesn't dry them out, which is nice for a matte lipstick to not completely destroy your lips is also a plus. Alright, number 2 is from Bite Beauty and it's Thistle. I wanted this shade for such a long time and I just went and bite the bullet on it, and then I finally just got a 2-pack of these little ones, and I am so glad I did because this color is just gorgeous. It has like a sheen to it, it has purpley undertones, but it's basically a taupe color, so it goes with most things, and it's a nice neutral color, but not so neutral that it completely blends into your lips. I typically don't like colors like that. I like to stand out a little bit more. So this color is a win for me, and I love the Bite Beauty formula. It's nice that it's made out of food grade materials, so we're not eating so much wax. And it just stays on and is super creamy, which I don't even know how they do that, because it stays in your lip line without a lip liner, but you don't have any like dried out lips or anything like that, and it's super duper creamy. It's just a great formula. I really suggest you check it out. Next we have Wet n Wild Mochalicious. This one, as you can see, has gotten a lot of love over the years, so much that it actually is broken and I had to shove it back in here. But I am not parting with this color. It's another kind of, Mochalicious really describes it well. It kind of is purpley, but the camera isn't doing it justice. In person, it has kind of more of like brown tones in it, which make the name make sense, you know, and it just looks really great, especially with fair skin tones, I've noticed. And really with all of these formulas, I can't complain. Wet n Wild, their formula tends to be a little stiffer, I've noticed, but it's still not so stiff that I need a lip liner. I hate lip liners, so I don't typically wear them, and I don't need one with this. So that's always good. Next up is from NYX. This is color 513. Don't think it actually has a name. It's their extra creamy lipstick in 513. And this is just a perfect bright brick red for fall going into winter. I love a good red, and this is orangey enough but not so orange that it reads as summer. It kind of is a great transition color, and it's a really soft formula, really creamy, and again, no complaints. Next up, we have another one from NYX. It's their NYX Lingerie in the color Embellishment. You'll start to see a trend with what I like to wear in the winter and in the fall. It's a lot of like purpley muted tones, and this one is like a straight up purple. It's like a lilac-y kind of shade, but with a little tinge of taupe too. So I just really love the color of it, and color is usually what draws me to lipstick anyway. So I love the color of it, and with these, they're not very matte either. They never fully dry down, so you're not going to have your lips fall off by the end of the day. You do have to reapply them quite a bit because of that, but again, you don't need a lip liner, and it's just a really good, reliable formula. Next, we have one of my favorite brands, because I'm into cheap makeup, is e.l.f. Oh my goodness, I pulled on that too hard as I just made it fling out of the container. Wow. Nonetheless, I'll just stick that back in there and use that, you know me. But this color, this is one of the really skinny lip pencils that you can use as a lip liner and lipstick. And this is in the color Natural. So this is like as close to my lip color as I typically get. It's a like pinky taupe that on my lips kind of blends in a little bit. My lips are a little naturally pigmented, so things have to be really opaque to cover them up. And this, my lip color shows through a tiny bit, I would say, but it mostly just looks like a nice pink wash of color that's very light and close to my lip color. So it's great for those natural days, and great for when you have like a lot going on your eyes and you just need something kind of bare and simple to even it out. So I love that for that. And it's super nice that it's in that skinny tube. It just goes on really easily, you know, and you don't need a lip liner because it's built in. And not many people know this, but there's a sharpener on the bottom too, so when it starts to get kind of flat, you can just sharpen it up real quick. Alright, next, I already did that one. Next is from Soap & Glory, and it's called Cinnamon Beige. And I'm going to need to buy a new one of these soon because I have used it a lot. This is also like my favorite nude of life. I use it all the time. I need just a nude color. It's what I go to because it's just pretty. Like it goes with literally everything. And I can't even describe the color. It's like a pinky, nudie, beige taupe. And it has like undercurrents of different colors in it that just bring out different colors in what you're wearing and just makes your lips look alive and plump while also being a nude. And with me being so fair, nude colors tend to wash me out. So I need something like this that has different undertones that can bring out the undertones of my complexion. And I love this formula. It's so creamy, it doesn't bleed, it comes off as like a satiny matte finish, but it's completely like budge proof as far as like going outside of your lines. It will stay on your lips and not bleed anywhere. You do have to reapply it, but I don't really mind that. It kind of stains your lips like a little bit of that nude color, but it's just a really nice formula and my favorite color of life. Alright, next we have another Bite Beauty one in Rhubarb. This one is kind of like a wine pinky color. Now that I'm looking at all the other ones we've done, it's kind of similar to a lot of others, but they're all different in their own way, you know, so I justify having them all. But this is just a great color to throw on with something that has more red tones in it when you don't want, obviously, a red with red, so it just brings out different colors in what you're wearing. Next, we have another NYX Lingerie in Corset. This also is like one of the lightest nude shades I have. It's really a beigey taupe. That's all I can describe it as, just beigey taupe. But again, it doesn't make your lips look dead. They still feel like they have life in them, and it's a really nice, like, base color that doesn't draw too much attention, but still looks nice and put together. So win-win. Alright, next up is Urban Decay Oblivion. This is another favorite of mine. It's very similar to Thistle, like very similar, but I had to justify both here. Actually, let's see. Alright. So Urban Decay is on the bottom, and then Thistle is on the top. This, I'm gonna switch. Okay. So now, Urban Decay is on the top, Thistle is on the bottom. There we go, this works better. So you can see they are very similar, but looking at them here without the lights on, this Thistle is definitely more purpley. You definitely see straight up purple when you look at it. Whereas Oblivion is more of like pinky taupe. So you really couldn't go wrong with either of these if you're looking for this kind of color. I would say the Bite Beauty lipstick is much more creamy. So it kind of comes down to formula. They're both really great brands, and I love them both, and I use them both on a like weekly basis. But the Urban Decay one definitely is slightly less creamy than the Bite Beauty one, and you know, it's made with different ingredients that are not like food grade, so you could keep that in mind too. And if you're thinking about either one of these, that is one differing factor. Alright, next up I have MAC Sin lipstick. Now I have to say, I don't have that many MAC lipsticks because I don't really enjoy the formula. I mean, even trying to do the swatch now, it's really drying. Like, I definitely need to scrub my lips and like put a thick balm on after wearing these lipsticks, especially the matte ones, which this is a matte formula one, because it just dries out your lips. And I need a lip liner with this one too, because it's very stiff. So trying to pull it back and forth, it kind of creates a messy, sloppy line around your mouth, which isn't cute. So I need to go in with a lip liner and kind of fill in the edges. But this color is just to die for. It's like a pure wine color with like purple undertones, and it's just really vampy. And we all love vampy lipsticks in the fall, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. At least I do. So that is just one of my favorites for the fall, and really puts me in the mood for fall time activities such as apple cider. So next, this is kind of one of my extras too. This one's harder to find. This is e.l.f., but it's their Red Hot Red, so it's actually like a double-sided thing where you have a daytime color and then you have a nighttime color. And my favorite is the nighttime color. It doesn't even have a name, but it's just a wonderful red for the fall because it's deeper, it's more vampy, it's more wine toned, but it's still a pure red, if that makes sense. Even like showing you up here doesn't even do it justice, because looking at it here, it's definitely a true red, but it's just like deeper than, say, this NYX red. So yeah, that's e.l.f., that's NYX. So it definitely has more of like a like purpley undertone, I would say, that makes it more of like a wine kind of red. Alright, last but not least, I had to mention this one because it's one of my favorites, but I got this at Kohl's and no one really talks about this. So it's called Academy of Color Matte Liquid Lipstick. So they might still have it at Kohl's, I'm not really sure, and there's no shade name, it's literally just the brown one, and it comes with a lip liner too. But this is just wonderful. I just love browns in the fall time. I was actually going to include another brown, I don't know where I put it, so I lost it momentarily. Anyway, this is the only brown I've included, and it truly is a chocolate brown. And you know, you have to be a certain kind of person to enjoy these shades, but I am a lipstick collector, I would say. I have like blues and oranges and purples and all sorts of different colors, so a legit brown is something that I didn't have up until now, and I really enjoy it. Even with my hair color, it doesn't look bad, you know? It doesn't like blend in. It's just so chocolatey, I guess, that it looks nice and it looks like fall time. It just like encompasses what fall looks like in a lipstick. I don't know what else to say. It's just really great, and it's a good formula. It doesn't bleed or anything. I do use the lip liner that came with it, and it's a very like liquidy formula. You do have to do like a few coats to get it to the opaqueness that you want, but once it's on there, it looks great and it wears great, and I don't know why no one has discovered these yet. So yeah, that was all of my top 10 favorite colors for fall. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll subscribe and come back next time. Bye!